Hello friends, Eli Hibbett here with the Pwn Your Homework Physics Series podcast. If you're looking to prepare, review, or gain an added edge or point of view about topics in physics, then look no further. Tune in each week to unlock your understanding of the physical world surrounding us. And now let's dive right in. All right. Okay. Well, where'd the music go? Let's bring that music back. You gotta have the proper motivation to do something like this. So, let's kick this off right. Let me be the first to welcome you to the Pwn Your Homework Physics Series podcast. And I thought for my first podcast, I would go with a brief introduction to kind of give you my motivation and what I hope to achieve, kind of going through the whole thing. And I'm going to try to use the word podcast as few times as possible because I hate when people use it in the first couple episodes because they're not really sure what it is. So, with that being said, I was a physics and math major, undergraduate at SUNY Geneseo, and I stayed for 5 years to kind of do, in the fifth year, some extra things kind of for fun instead of just, achieving my regular degree. I kind of wanted to dive in, and I actually took more physics and chemistry courses to kind of just create a little bit of breadth there because I actually couldn't pack in everything I wanted to in the first 4 years. While I was an undergrad, I wound up teaching 3 semesters of Intro to Physics Lab, so I do have a little bit of background in teaching and teaching physics specifically. After I graduated, I went to Penn State for graduate school in electrical engineering, where I focused mainly on electromagnetics because it was my fascination in undergraduate physics. And while I was there, I helped build a radar array where we were detecting upper atmospheric meteors, and I wound up doing my thesis on simulating these meteor trails and how they're picked up by radars. After grad school, I moved to Buffalo, and I wound up teaching at SUNY Geneseo again as a professional adjunct professor, which was very satisfying for me. Also, at the same time, I wound up starting this company called 2.718281828 Productions, which is an app development company. And what I do is I develop apps which kind of act as a supplement to course material, and they provide useful resources and flashcards and things like that, because I think that, in this mobile world, we're kind of losing some of the old style, discipline things that helped people quite a bit become, who they were. And I'm trying to drag that kicking and screaming into the new world. But I also think that, having this phone in your pocket all the time can really open up some wild doors. And I noticed that there weren't any physics podcasts, so I thought maybe I would do something like that to kind of supplement the apps that I was building. And those two are an extremely powerful combination. I mean, you can sit there, you can be at the gym, you could be in your car, you could be walking to class, you could be on the bus, and you can be using these apps to kind of stay in the zone, or you can be listening to the podcast to kind of provide a refresher or a primer or a review to keep these topics in your head. And as much as I love physics, and it's one of those things that I just like to evangelize because it gets me so excited. There's so many other things going on in life that it's really difficult, I think, sometimes to stay addicted, and things just getting in your way, just the nominal stuff that doesn't really matter. And so having these resources, I think, really can kind of keep the fire alive in your system. And because I've kind of found that when I was a student, when I lost my motivation, when I lost my mojo, I really wouldn't do as well. And so I think trying to keep that momentum going, pardon the pun, is really important. So I don't think I'm going to say much more than that. I think maybe we'll talk about the format a little bit, kind of what I'm hoping to achieve. A lot of things I will be referencing some of the apps, but what I want to do is I found that in physics it's very easy to go topic by topic, because while they are related, they're all very cut and dry, and you can kind of mix and match them and put them however you want, and which is why I thought it was a really good idea to put them in apps and also podcast episodes, because you can kind of just dig into any single one in any order. And so what I wanted to do was kind of give like a general background, kind of see how it plugs into the bigger picture of physics as a whole and mathematics. But then I also wanted to, at the end, provide sort of a review and kind of go through, so that if someone is at the gym or if they're going for a walk, you can kind of throw this on and you can sort of keep embedding these notions into your subconscious, and hopefully, when it's time to really perform on a test or otherwise, that stuff will really help you and it'll kind of keep you in the zone. So for now, I'm going to sign off, and I will say stay frosty, stay creative, and I wish you way more than luck.